Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. Thank you so much for tuning in this weekend. I am so grateful to have you join me for, I guess, about another 35 minutes. We'll be on the air. If you have questions about buying a home, selling a home, refinancing a home, building a home, pulling equity out of your home, just give me a call. You can reach me now in Tampa at 813-213-4009 or Orlando at 407-706-3313. I got the answers. You got the questions, I got the answers. 35 years in the mortgage business. I run a division for CrossCountry Mortgage. We are the largest retail lender in the country. You can look up my stats. I'm one of the top producers in the entire nation. I don't tell you that to brag. I'm a simple cowboy. I'm a 10th grade dropout. Believe me, I'm a 10th grade dropout. I'm not the smartest guy in the room. Here's what I am. I am the best mortgage lender that I know of. And I'm bragging because I interview loan officers every day for positions with my company, and 99% of them I would not hire. I don't think they care enough about the client. They're more concerned about their commission. They're not as concerned about you. You think that you hire a broker to shop the best rate for you, but they're only shopping the best commission for them. My loan officers on my team are not commission based. They're salary based. So whether I close a loan for you or not, they're getting paid. That's it. There's no commission based to upsell you on products or anything. Doesn't happen here. So if you're looking for a great lender, if you're a real estate agent and you're not working with me and my team, you are leaving money on the table. If you're looking for a loan officer to pay your Zillow leads for you, I'm not the one to do it. You know what I do? I help you close more transactions because we get more loans approved at CrossCountry Mortgage than any other lender I've ever seen. I mean, our systems are relentless when it comes to credit repair. We close more people that we fix credit that would make up for any Zillow leads that some lender's paying for. So we don't do it. I don't advertise. There's no advertisement. How can we be the largest retail lender in the country and don't advertise? You know why? Great service, great realtor relations, great builder relationships. We get a lot of repeat customers, So you want somebody that'll be here to help you? You call the Lone Ranger. You know how to reach me. Now, I told you when we ended the last break that I was going to show you how to position you as a buyer in the market to be as close to a cash buyer as you could possibly be. And that doesn't mean you're all of a sudden going to become a cash buyer. It means I'm going to position you so that you appear to be like a cash buyer. How do I do that? First of all, when you get your loan pre-approved with me, we get all your documents. I'm not the guy at Bank America that says, I pulled your credit, send me a pay stub, there's your pre-approval. And then you wonder why the underwriter shot your loan down the week before closing. Here's why. We don't do that. There's one of my clients calling me right now. So we don't do that. What we do is we get all the documents that are necessary. We get everything we need in order to get your loan closed. Then we pre-underwrite your loan, meaning that I don't have a loan officer approve your loan like everybody else does. I have an underwriter approve your loan. Why do I do that? Because loan officers can't approve loans. So why are they writing pre-approval letters? So we'll physically underwrite your loan. Then I have a guarantee. I know everything that is needed on that loan in order to close it. I get you to supply those conditions. Now, the only thing we're missing is an appraisal on a property and a contract on a property. And of course, free and clear of any title defects. So we make sure of all that. So when you go to make an offer, I will physically call the seller's agent and promise them, you choose my buyer to buy your home, I'll guarantee you I can close that in 15 days or less. Well, we don't want to close in 15 days, Bruce. We need 30 to 35 days to get the seller out of the house, blah, blah. Fine. I guarantee a closing. If I don't close my client's loan on your closing date or before, I will pay your seller up to $500 per day for every day that we miss the closing. Now, will your bank do that? Will your credit union do that? Will Rocket do that? Will your investment company do that? Of course they won't do that. None of them will do that. You know why? They don't want the risk of something happening and the deal falls apart. But you know what? That's why I cover my bases. And that's why I position you to win. Now that's value. That's a lot of value because you can think you can get whatever rate you want from anybody that's quoting you whatever they want. But at the end of the day, you got to get the house, you got to get a good rate, and you got to get good terms. That's why people call me. Call me now, Tampa 813-213-4009. That's my direct number, folks. It's not a call center. Now, listen, if I don't answer, leave me a great message. Give me all the details. I'll call you back. I promise. Orlando, 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. You ever wondered why we get spammed so much and we get crazy phone calls and we're getting solicited and we feel like Google's following us around? A lot of it is because of things that we do and we don't know we're doing them, but we're inviting this type of behavior. One of them is Credit Karma. How much does Credit Karma charge you for you to get your credit report? Nothing. You know why? Because you are their product. They sell your data. How about like TurboTax? How much do they charge you? Oh, really? They're free too? Well, where do you think they're making their billions of dollars? Selling data. Now, when it comes to looking up home value, where do you all go to? Zillow. Zillow sells your data. As soon as you go on there, you're wondering why you're getting hammered from realtors. They're selling your data. So if you own a home and you want to check value, all you got to do is come to me. I'll add you to my home value. You can go to webringyouhome.com, look for my home value page and register for it. And you can track your home value. It'll tell you how much equity you have in the property, how much, if you wanted to make an extra payment when your house is going to be paid off. And the beauty of it, nobody's soliciting you. Nobody's following you. Nobody's selling your data. I promise you, when you go to my HomeBot and it's got an 86% open rate, it's unbelievable. It's really good stuff. And it gives you a lot of tools and it's better than Zillow. Your data is not being sold. So call me up. I'll get you hooked up on that. All right. Switching gears. Interest rates have come down a little bit. Okay. Over about the last month, probably close to a half a point. In the last week, probably about a quarter of a point. Now, does that equal a quarter point in interest rate? No, it doesn't. It means that the discount point's reducing and rates are starting to settle a little bit. I think they're going to get a little bit better, but I think it's going to take some time. We have to keep inflation under control. So if you are looking to refinance to lower your interest rate or to eliminate PMI, I want you to know something. Don't do it yet. I know I'm a mortgage guy. I shouldn't be telling you that. I'm just telling you it's going to get a little better. And you don't want to do it now, regret it, and do it again later. So I'm not trying to tell you to time the market because that'll never work for you either. But I think that we've got a few days ahead of us that are going to get better. So how do you know when they're right? You get on my VIP watch list. You call, text, send me a screenshot of your mortgage statement. I need your email address, all your contact information, and I'll add you to my VIP watch list. I need to know what your current terms are right now so I know what kind of rate you need to get in order for it to benefit you. So call or text the phone numbers that I just gave you, Tampa 813-213-4009 or Orlando 407-706-3313. And I will notify you when I think the time is right. Now, got a bunch of debt. You got student loans, you got car payments, you got a bunch of credit cards, you're paying 24%. You got your T3 done and you got a payment to Care Credit and you got a boob job and you need to pay Sonabella. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is you got and you owe money on it and you want to consolidate because it just seems like these things are eating you up. It's because they're expensive. So maybe a home equity line of credit and we just consolidate it. I got a home equity line of credit that you literally close in 5 days. It's one of the best lines of credit I've ever seen. Go to webringyouhome.com and apply for that. Or you call my office. I'll put your application in it. It'll tell you how much you're going to qualify for. It'll do a free appraisal for you on an AVM, and it'll give you 15 different options for home equity lines of credit. I mean, you can't beat it. And the terms are phenomenal. Go to webringyouhome.com. You'll see 2 application buttons, one for purchase refi, one for home equity. Go to home equity, complete the application. Now I'm going to tell you something. This is AI driven, and you know the loan arranger is all about customer service. I'm just going to tell you the home equity thing is all AI driven. That's why it's really cheap and you get good rates, because there's really no human beings involved in it. It's pulling automatic appraisals and everything. It's crazy, but it's fast and it's good and it's cheap. So if you want a home equity line, let's give that a shot. Now, if you already have a home equity line, it's going to deny you. You have to close that equity line first. If it thinks you have an open equity line, it's not going to approve you, period. So that has to be closed. But then some of you either won't be able to get a home equity line, or it makes more sense to refinance. So if you have a lot of debt, let's examine it. Let's look at a home equity line. Let's look at a total debt consolidation. I had a client, Judy, not that long ago. She came to me. She wanted a home equity line. She wanted $25,000 for the home equity line and to pay off about $50,000 worth of debt. By the time I ran the payment on that, I looked at it and I went, God, it's consolidating debt and it's saving you a little bit of money, but it's not saving you as much as I'd like. Why don't we look at refinancing? And she's like, Bruce, I don't want to refinance. I got a 3.5% 30-year fixed rate. So here's the situation. I didn't want to refinance her with a 3.5% fixed rate either. I'm not an idiot. Okay. However, it's not your rate. It's your rate of return. And that's what we have to focus on. So I looked at that and I said, I'm just going to run a refi for you, because at that point, like interest rates were like 6.75. So I looked at it. I was able, and let's just put this in perspective. Her mortgage payment was $1,500. She had $1,200 in car loans that she all had 5, 6, 7 years on. And she had about $1,500 in credit cards. And then she wanted money for home improvement. When I added it all up, it was $5,000 a month is what she would be paying. $5,000 a month. I was able to run a refinance, pay every debt off she has, including both cars, give her $25,000. It went from $5,000 to $2,500. Now her mortgage payment went from $1,500 to $2,500, but now she has no other debt, no car payment, no credit card, no nothing. She owes nothing but the house. So saved her $2,500 a month. At the closing table, she was thrilled to death, in tears. But I said, how do you feel about it? She goes, I love it. I love saving $2,500. The only thing that I was concerned about is I didn't really want to put cars on a 30-year mortgage. And I said, Judy, you don't have to pay them over 30 years, honey. I just saved you $2,500 a month. Pay the $2,500 a month towards your mortgage extra every month that I just saved you. And your house is free and clear in 8.3 years. She's like, you've got to be kidding me. I said, now you have no cars, no credit cards, and no home loan, and you're going into retirement in 10 years. She goes, well, what if I just put $2,000 a month toward it? I said, it pays off in 10 years. That's how we accumulate wealth, folks. You have to understand how money works. So many people are just totally blindsided by rate, but they don't look at the whole picture. Well, listen, rates are important. Don't get me wrong. I'm in the rate business. I understand it. But you have to look at the entire picture. And I think a lot of people just don't understand leverage on money. I just don't think you understand it. So come to me, the high school dropout. I don't have a PhD. I don't have a Harvard graduate. I do have a PhD. I have a public high school diploma equivalency. So I did get my GED, folks. Okay, there you go. 10th grade dropout. Here's the thing. Why hire me? Because I'm the guy that didn't get the education but blew the competition away with investments, with real estate purchases, with strategy, with helping my clients gain wealth. My name's Bruce Woodburn. I'm the Loan Arranger. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I got a lot of things to share. We got some huge opportunities out there, so do not go anywhere. Tampa, call me now at 813-213-4009. Or go to WeBringYouHome.com and get your application started. Or Orlando, call me at 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. I'll be back in 5. Don't go anywhere.